Here's a little explanation, not of my life story, but of my life's beliefs. Once upon a time, there was a song by Bob Dylan, and it went like this. How does it feel to be without a home? Answer, fine and dandy. How does it feel to be on your own? Answer, fine and dandy. How does it feel to be a complete unknown? Fine and dandy. Like a rolling stone, no problem. You see, for most of my life, I've just traveled and traveled and traveled. And I always thought it was great to know nobody and be a stranger because then I would have no enemies, you see. How can you have enemies if nobody knows you? So I've always loved it. I've always wondered what Bob Dylan was talking about on that song. Thinking, what are you talking about, Commander Dylan? It feels great what you're describing. Now, some years back, I went to a church where the music people started to play on piano the intro to the Eagles' Desperado. They're going doom, 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 doom. And you know how the words go in that. It kind of goes, Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long. Well, it may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. Let somebody love you. You'd better let somebody love you before it's too late. So I guess to cut to the chase, that's how it goes. They sang that, and I think they were dedicating it to me. But well, they started to play it, but then they said, "Hey, stop," or something like they're gonna I don't know. I took it personally. They were playing that song to me some years back. Okay, so to cut to the chase, perhaps no one will ever love me. Now, a third topic I'd like to touch upon is that I may never find a wife. I don't feel as though there's a person out there that's meant to be A and B that to them I'm meant to be married to, and B, there's not enough time because God's probably going to come back pretty quick. And it's one of these things that if I were meant to do it, I guess I should have already done it. So what's really interesting is God has taken the desire away from me. Once upon a time, I thought all I want to do is just get married and stuff like that. He's completely taken it away from me, and I'm glad he did, because now I no longer feel like it matters anymore. Here's where I'm going with this. All that matters to me is just to go to heaven instead of to hell. Now, if you're not a Christian, you wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. You say, wait, I'm thinking about this world. But if you're thinking about this world, if you're not a Christian, you're thinking about this world. And this world is nothing you can think about. It's as if I've almost died many times and come back. I have almost died many times. All right. But I'm still here, and I know that all that matters, I think about it every day about, having to stand before God. No matter how far we go, sooner or later we stand before him. And we want him to say he does know us instead of not know us. We stand before him. I think about it all the time. That's all that matters. Just being able to go with him and miss hell and make it to heaven with him instead of to be separated from him. That's all that matters. How can a wife matter in a life that's only a temporary life anyway, right? Where we're only going to be here for only so long. I want to say that my mind transcends the here and now in this life. I don't think about this world and about the desires that other people think about. I don't think about who I'm going to marry, what I'm going to do as a career, anything. Obviously, I just want to get by from day to day. But I guess another place I'm going with this is to say I don't fit into this world. I don't know what to say, except for that I'm a perfectionist. Now, for years I didn't go to church. Let me just add this in summarizing. And just read my Bible and stayed all alone, as I may have said. But now I've started going to a church. And in this church, the people there have shown me a lot of love. There are people there that have the ability to take a Bible verse and really expand upon it, stretch it out, and look at it under a magnifying glass to come up with brand new meanings for it, and I really like that. But to make a long story short, I've gone to a church with fantastic people in it, but some of them have insulted me and done different innuendo. Now you might think, well, why worry about that? Look what they did to Jesus and things like that. I understand. But where I'm going with this is, how do you let people love you and then see what it's like to be hurt by people that you thought highly of? Do you see what I mean? I mean, none of us are ever going to be perfect, but now I understand why. You see that I've just been this person out riding fences all my life, just traveling, just being footloose and fancy free all my life, and never getting to know any people, never developing deep relationships and stuff. Because then you avoid all the hurt you see. When you start thinking that you love people, then you're like really vulnerable, then you can get hurt, you see. But it's where my life is now. And I just wanted to point out that I guess the biggest question I'm asking, and what this is all coming down to, is, what is God trying to show me about people that I need to know? He's trying to show me that I need them. They call themselves a, quote, family, unquote, and that's great. That's a great thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But what is God trying to show me by putting me around people that, when I'm a perfectionist, are imperfect? He's trying to show me something. As I've stated, I don't know where I fit into this world. And he's got to be trying to show me something. If you wonder have any suggestions of what he's trying to show me, feel free to comment in the comment box. I'd like to read a suggestion of that. But there you have it. Being footloose and fancy free is underrated. It's cracked up to be the pits, so I'm all alone. Like being alone is a terrible thing. I'm going to tell you something. Being alone is a great thing, because then who are you with? I'll tell you whom. You're with the one that created you, and it's just you and him. And he never gets tired of your company or anything. You and him are intimately talking to each other and stuff, thinking about each other. That's as good as it gets. That transcends human relationships, eh? And that's what I was put here into this world for. I wasn't put here to say, when is my ship going to come in? Maybe no ship will ever come in. I'm put here, in closing, to focus upon God Almighty. I have no interest in this world. For example, our church will talk about sports games and goofy stuff, just to make a lot of jokes, to sort of make people laugh and lighten them up before a service. All right, I'm not so sure if I agree with that. But I can't think about sports. I can't even think about this world, okay? All I can think about is this God, where really strange things happen. For example, there was a cat in there that had to sacrifice his son. I think it was Aaron or somebody like that. And, God stopped him in the end. God did some things where it's very easy to say, if God's a good God, why did he do this, and things like that. But all I can think about, and the point is of this whole thing, is this God, this mysterious God of ours. It's the only thing I can think about. All I can think about is, what is it going to be like to go to heaven? I don't want to go to hell. And I do believe we're going to one of two places. But I think about heaven and hell so much, especially since I read a book from a cat that went to hell, that the point is this: all that matters is getting to heaven. What does this world matter? And secondly, what do the things in this world matter? So what I'm trying to say in closing is that I've transcended this world to where nothing in it matters anymore. Nothing matters. No wife matters, no nothing. Just money, who cares? Enough to get by suits me fine. I don't care if you think I'm funny. That's a line from Supertramp, by the way. But anyway, to close this recording, I'm trying to say that I just want to know this God, this creator God of the Holy Bible. Mine's a KJV, and a lot of people have put it down saying it's been changed. I love it. And I don't even like the new king. Mine's like the old king. Okay, I love it. It's huge, and I love it. I love seeking out and searching this God of ours, right? Instead of thinking about the frivolous things of the world, like when I'm not in church, that don't matter. I mean, I'll listen to a little bit of good music sometimes and stuff. I guess I still like some old rock and roll occasionally and things like that. But the only thing that matters is just knowing you're going to go with him. Every day you got to ask yourself, in closing, God, am I living a life pleasing to you? I want to go to heaven and be with you, and I don't want to go to hell. And secondly, Jesus, you should ask him this in closing: what can I do for you to further your kingdom? Who do you want me to talk to about you, Jesus? You can share him with people. So there you have it. That's my life. That's where I'm at right now. I've given up hope on, all this thing called love and all that. Okay, all of that doesn't even matter. All that matters is getting to heaven and missing hell, right? I'm not kidding. And I'll tell you more on the next recording. But in the meantime, take care and may Jesus of Nazareth bless. Bye-bye.